Yesterday we discussed this concept that what's the reason why a person has to have trust in God? Well, one is because your benefit, you want to get something out of it. If I trust in God, good things will come. But that's ultimately not our goal. Ultimately, the goal of having trust, bitachon, and emunah in Hashem, and faith in Hashem, is to build a greater relationship with Hashem. So we're just going to very shortly today mention one of the concepts over here, that there's a specific purpose. The purpose of why we have bitachon and emunah is in order to further a greater relationship there with Hashem. And therefore, based on the verse in Mishlei, B'chol derachecha de'ehu, you shall know Hashem in all of His ways. What does that actually mean? So Rabbi Emunah explains, in every action that you want to do, remember Hashem. Anything you're about to remember Hashem. And you should have hope that Hashem is going to make you successful in this. V'tala bo b'tchonecha. And you should depend on everything on your bitachon. Hashem, you can do it. Hashem, you will provide. Hashem, you have the opportunity. V'hashev el libcha ki ein hapol biyadecha. You should put in your heart that it's not up to you. Ultimately, you put in the action, but really it's up to Hashem. And therefore he continues on and says, Betach el Hashem b'chol libcha. You should have trust in Hashem with all your heart. And he explains, because there are some people that they have trust in Hashem in general. Yeah, Hashem runs the world. Yeah, I know Hashem loves me and He takes care of me. Umamin, and they believe, Ki hakol b'dei shemayim v'v'techa. Everything is in the hands of heaven. I trust Hashem. V'lo yivtach ba'adam. Okay, I don't trust in other human beings. I trust in Hashem. However, he says, Ach lo yashivini bitachon el libo v'pratim. But he doesn't really bring Hashem into his life and the specifics of the things that happen in his life. Which means, in all actions that a person does, he doesn't actually feel it. Yeah, I know Hashem is the world. I know He loves me. I know He's going to take care of me. But when it comes down to practicality, and the guy in front of him is sitting there and he's not moving, and you're honking and you want to curse him out and you want to say something to the guy, at that moment you don't see Hashem in your practical life. You don't have the bitachon of Hashem in your practical life. I had a conversation with someone today or yesterday about this particular topic. He says, I have tremendous faith in Hashem. Tremendous faith in Hashem. I just don't have faith within myself. Right? So it's a great question. So I said, if you have no faith in yourself, it actually means you trust more in yourself than you do in Hashem. Because you trust in your failures. You rely that your failures are causing everything. If you instead stop thinking about yourself and say that Hashem can make it happen, then really you'd have trust in Hashem. So when we say I have trust in Hashem, just not myself, really I'm just putting myself in the way of God. And that's the interposition that I'm creating, that it's not really a full trust within Hashem at that moment. It's a lack of trust within yourself, which leads you to a lack of trust within Hashem. Therefore he says as follows, V'daki yeshan Hashem sheineihem el Hashem b'maaseh gadol. They're those people that have their eye towards heaven, eye towards God in big things. And so therefore they'll ask Him for things, if they're going on a major trip, or if they're going to put in a major purchase or something like that. But in small things in their life, they're not going to mention Hashem. They're not going to see Hashem. Why? Because, and it's a common effect that we have, because either they think, I can do it myself, I don't need Hashem. The famous line, it has to be probably the fifth time we're repeating it. The guy's looking for his parking spot, he has to get to the airport, right? And he's searching and searching. He says, Hashem, please help me find the parking spot. Just then a parking spot opens up and he says, never mind, I found him. I didn't need your help, thank you, Hashem, right? So that's the famous line of it, that in a ma'aseh katan, in small things, a person doesn't think, I need Hashem here. I can handle this myself, God. I don't need you over here. That's one. Oh, mipnei shelo yagiem hefsed meruba im yavato ha'maisahu. You know what, Hashem, if you don't help me, it's okay. If I lose this deal, that's fine also. I don't need you over here. So either he feels that he's doing it himself, because it's so small, Hashem, I don't need to bother you, quote unquote, whatever that means. Or he feels that if I lose out, it's okay. I'm not going to have less animosity towards God if that actually happens. So he says, attain amar b'chol derachecha de'ehu. Therefore the verse says, no, in all of your ways you shall know Hashem, b'davar gadol or b'davar katan. No matter how big or how small, that's how you should be able to see God in your life. No matter the smallest little thing that happens, whether it's a shoelace, untying and the like, you should try to see Hashem in your life in all of these particular areas. So therefore, he continues further, but just end with this line that he explains, Ki ha-mikra, based on this verse, is talking about inyan habitachon. The concept b'chol derachecha de'ehu is that you trust in Hashem in all things. You see Hashem in all aspects of your life. Ki gufei Torah tlum b'bitachon, because the entire essence of the Torah itself is all dependent on the way we actually trust Hashem.